Yi Myung-sin, Amengwashar's party arrived in Najumok. What greeted them was an eerily quiet inn. Bion naturally blended in with the inn women and began to extract information.
My lady, my master is not feeling well right now. Could you tell me where there's a pharmacy? I may look like this, but I know a man's body as well as an imperial physician. And my master won't eat or drink, so I'm worried.
Sk, tisk. That young one is overflowing with wife luck, truly living in luxury. Did your master catch a cold? I envy that young man for marrying so well.
Right? I'm overflowing with wife luck, aren't I? What cold? He just moans all night long without being able to sleep. So isn't this master just making me anxious? I was wondering if I could get some medicinal herbs to make him strong again. But madam, is something going on in Naiju? The marketplace.
There is a reputable herbalist in Yakbango, but it might be a bit rough for a young woman to go alone. Naju has been restless lately. Young women are disappearing every night. Everyone just has to be careful at night.
Restless, you say? Women are disappearing. What on earth is happening?
Thanks to Bion's efforts, the party learned that something unusual was happening in Najumok. Yi Myung-sin showed a suspicious expression upon hearing the news that women were disappearing every night. That night, Yi Myung-sin's party stayed at the inn and heard more rumors about the disappeared women. The disappeared women all had one thing in common. They were all young and beautiful. The next day, as Yi Myung-sin was inspecting Najumok, he heard an unfair story in the market in front of the government office. An old woman was wailing in front of the government office. The old woman was pleading that her daughter had been falsely accused of being a thief and was imprisoned.
Oh, my daughter is a thief. How could my poor Jumi steal anything? I'm so distraught, I could die.
Why are you wailing so?
Oh, Amengwashar, my daughter Jumi has been wrongly accused and imprisoned. Amengwashar, please listen to this mother's injustice.
Tell me the full story. I will listen, and if there is injustice, I will resolve it.
Yes, my daughter Jumi was dragged away by unknown assailants in the middle of the night, and a few days later, she was arrested for stealing something from the market. No, on the day my daughter was taken, our house was robbed. So isn't the culprit someone else?
Yi Myung-sin listened to the old woman's story and found something strange. When she said her house was robbed on the day her daughter disappeared, he instinctively felt that it might not be a simple false accusation of theft.
Approximately what time was the woman named Jumi taken? And when did you discover your house was robbed? Were the times similar?
Yes, Amengwashar. A thief broke into our house at dawn, when my daughter disappeared.
Moxie, Bion. You two go and find out the exact time and circumstances of this woman Jumi's arrest. In particular, investigate the timing and method of the house robbery.
Yes, Amengwashar. Don't worry. Moxie will go and find out right away.
Understood, Amengwashar. Moxie Oppa, let's go quickly.
Bion, just follow me quietly. This kind of work is for Moxie Oppa.
Oh, Moksei Opa. When will you ever let go of that stiff arrogance? I'll assist you well from behind, so don't worry.
Moxie and Bion went to the old woman's house. They questioned the neighbors based on the old woman's story and examined every corner of the house.
If our master had seen this, he surely would have figured something out. But I have no idea. They didn't even steal much. So why was she accused of being a thief?
Moksei Opa, isn't something strange about this house? They say a thief broke in, but there are no signs of the door being broken. Only the latch is unfastened.
Oh, Bion, you're right. Does that mean the latch was unfastened from the inside? So, Jumi opened it herself?
No, Moksei Opa. If an outsider had invaded, there would definitely be traces left. It's possible they faked it to look like the latch was unfastened from the inside. Or, someone could have snuck in and unfastened the latch when Gyumi was away, and then dragged her away.
Bion, with her sharp insight, pinpointed the clue to the case. Meanwhile, Yi Myung-sin went to the Najumak government office to clear Jumi's false accusation himself.
Governor, how dare you imprison a citizen as a thief without any evidence? On the day the woman named Gyumi disappeared, it was around the same time her house was robbed. So why are you ignoring this?
Amengushar, how dare I? Gyumi was caught red-handed stealing something at the market.
Even if she was caught in the act, there are circumstances suggesting she didn't steal, so how can you ignore this? There must be something else behind this case. Release Gyumi immediately and thoroughly investigate this case.
Yes, Amengushar, I will do as you command.
Jumi was released, but Yi Myung-sin instinctively felt that the disappeared women and Jumi's case were connected. Yi Myung-sin went to find Jumi to hear her story. After releasing Jumi, Yi Myung-sin went to find the old woman and Jumi.
Gyumi, tell me in detail what happened that night. Don't be afraid, just tell me honestly what you know.
Amengushar, strange men appeared in the middle of the night and dragged me away. They had red snake tattoos on their faces.
Red snake tattoos. Hearing this symbol, Yi Myung-sin recalled the secret organization called Middle Sky.
Where did they drag you?
I couldn't tell where I was going because my eyes were covered. But I was dragged into a cave-like place and imprisoned there with other women. Then suddenly a fight broke out and I barely managed to escape in the chaos. I was so disoriented while escaping that I didn't even realize I had taken something from the market.
My heart aches thinking about the suffering such a delicate child must have endured. I cannot stand by and watch such people deceive and harm the citizens.
Amengushar. Seeing that child's tears, I recall my own past pain. Just as you saved my life, you have given hope to that child as well.
I will smash those wicked scoundrels. I want to apologize to Jumi on their behalf.
Based on Gyumi's testimony, Yi Myung-sin began to grasp the connection between the disappeared women, the men with red snake tattoos, and the cave where Jumi was dragged.
According to Jumi's testimony, it seems that those with red snake tattoos are kidnapping women and imprisoning them in a cave. Bion, investigate the areas where women disappeared and find out if anyone has seen a cave or a secluded place. Moksei, you investigate the caves and abandoned mines around Najumak for any suspicious traces.
Understood, Amengushar. Since I am a woman, I will be able to get information more easily by asking the village women.
I will go and search all the caves. With my strength, no cave is a problem.
Byeon approached the village women and gathered information about the disappeared women and the men with red snake tattoos. Meanwhile, Moxie began to thoroughly search the caves around Najumok. While exploring a deep mountain cave, Moxie sensed a suspicious presence and cautiously approached.
This seems to be the right cave. Ooh!
At the sound of the rolling stone, a presence was heard from inside the cave. Moxie quickly tried to hide, but it was not easy due to his large size.
Moxie, Oppa, it would be more convincing to pretend to be asleep and snore. Can that huge body really hide?
Byeon, be quiet. We're ruined. I think we've been caught.
Fortunately, Moxie's clumsy actions served to lower the enemy's guard. They thought someone had fallen asleep in the cave and didn't think much of it. A few days later, Byeon obtained information about a suspicious cave from an old woman.
Amengwushar. There is a cave here in Naju that has been called Ghost Cave since ancient times. No one usually goes there, but recently, suspicious lights have been seen there every night. It is unknown if those lights belong to those with red snake tattoos, but it is certainly suspicious.
Ghost Cave, you say? Moxie, was there a cave called Ghost Cave among those you found?
No, Amengwushar. I didn't find a cave by that name, but there were a few quite deep and dangerous caves.
Moksayalpa. That place is rarely visited by people, so it's not well marked on maps. I asked the old woman for the detailed location, so let's go together.
Yi Myung-sin's party headed to the ghost cave that Byeon had found. Upon reaching the entrance of the cave, faint lights and suspicious shadows were seen. The sound of women sobbing could also be heard from deep within the cave.
Ambush them, and when I give the signal, rush in all at once. Byeon, you first identify where the women are imprisoned and help them escape. Moxie, you help me subdue the enemies.
Yes, Amengwushar. I will protect you even if my body breaks.
I will rescue them and expose their despicable evil deeds to the world.
Yi Myung-sin cautiously infiltrated the cave. Inside the cave, dozens of women were imprisoned, and men with red snake tattoos were guarding them. Yi Myung-sin waited for an opportunity and then suddenly launched a surprise attack. But an unexpected trap sprang on Yi Myung-sin. Suddenly, a net fell from the ceiling, attempting to trap Yi Myung-sin.
Damn, it was a trap!
At that moment, enemies who had been ambushing appeared from all directions and surrounded Yi Myung-sin.
They said he was an Amengwushar, but he's nothing special.
You wicked scoundrels! How dare you challenge our master? Master, if you die like this, how much will Byeon nag you in the afterlife?
Don't worry, Oppa. I will die in our master's arms even in this hell. Master, I will rescue the women.
Yi Myung-sin fought the enemies with his excellent martial arts, and Moxie knocked them down with his immense strength. Byeon, while evacuating the women to a safe place, exploited the enemy's weaknesses. Finally, the leader of the men with red snake tattoos knelt before Yi Myung-sin.
What is your true identity? What were you plotting by kidnapping citizens? Confess now, or I will take your life right here.
Amengwushar, Please spare me. We just did as we were told. We just followed the orders of Middle Sky.
Middle Sky, you say? You deceived the citizens and tried to satisfy your greed, so you must pay the price. The citizens are the foundation of the nation, yet you tried to shake that foundation and endanger the nation, so your sin deserves to die 1,000 deaths. Repent and atone.
It's hidden there.
Yi Myung-sin made the leader and his group repent and then handed them over to the government office. The rescued women returned to their families, and Gyumi also cleared her name and found happiness again. The wealth confiscated from those with red snake tattoos was seized and compensated to the citizens who had suffered unjustly. With all cases resolved, Yi Myung-sin's party left Najumok and headed for their next destination, Ganghwa Island. As they traveled, they encountered an old fisherman in shabby clothes. Yi Myung-sin told the fisherman about what had happened in Naju.
Amengushar, a tightly shut door cannot be opened by force. But if you find the right key for that door, it will open silently. The hearts of the citizens are also like a tightly shut door, so you must show them the key of sincerity.
The right key for a closed door. I tried to open the door by force, but I didn't think of finding the key of sincerity. I will deeply engrave your wisdom, elder.
Yi Myung-sin gained profound insight from the fisherman's sincere advice. It was a moment when the wisdom of a fisherman, whom he had considered an insignificant commoner, gave a great lesson to the greatest Amengushar.
Amengushar, thanks to you again. The lump in my chest has been refreshingly cleared. Your magnanimous way of handling things feels as if it clears even my... there, so refreshingly. It's so refreshing that I can't sleep all night thinking of you.
You, sly one. All talk. If your mouth is so refreshed, I also have the skill to make your mouth unable to close all night. However, since you use that mouth to reveal the injustice of the citizens and cut off the breath of the wicked, your contribution is worthy of 1,000 praises. Your clear eyes save the citizens, and your beautiful lips speak the truth. So how could I not cherish you, this Amengushar? That refreshing feeling must continue in the next village, so stop your useless thoughts and prepare to hasten our journey.
Yi Myung-sin recalled the red snake tattoo and the name Middle Sky again, recalling that his master, Park Myung-soo, had disappeared while investigating Middle Sky. He realized how deeply this enormous force was encroaching upon the lives of the citizens.
Master Park Myung-soo, the clues you left are helping me get one step closer to the true nature of Middle Sky. Now we head to Ganghwa. Perhaps we can find another trace left by Master there. Let's move quickly. Until the day we uproot Middle Sky, we cannot stop.
Yi Myung-sin's eyes became even more resolute. The journey of Yi Myung-sin, Amengushar, to protect the peace of the citizens against the colossal shadow of Middle Sky continued.